Shalom, my friend. It is good to see you. Come, pull up a chair. Let the noise of the world fade away for a moment. We need it. Because the world is louder than ever, isn't it? Especially when it comes to money. You open your phone, and there it is. A news alert. You turn on the television and you hear the chatter. A name, a symbol, a stock. It's the one everyone is talking about. You see a chart, a little green line that looks less like a business and more like a rocket ship taking off for the moon. And that feeling starts in your gut, doesn't it? A mix of excitement and something else. A fear. The fear of being the only one left on the ground while everyone else flies to riches. It's a powerful siren song, promising a shortcut to the life you've always dreamed of. It feels so new, so technologically advanced, so irresistible. But let me tell you a secret. That siren song is the oldest tune in the book. That frantic chase, that belief in a magical shortcut, it is as ancient as the dust on the roads of Jerusalem, and it stands in direct opposition to a principle that has kept our people grounded for millennia. It's a simple phrase, but it carries the weight of 1,000 years of history. L'dor v'dor, from generation to generation. This isn't just a nice saying we teach our children. It is a lens through which we are meant to see the world. It forces us to ask the most important question about any major decision. Will this act strengthen the chain, or will it be a weak link? When you look at your money, your resources, your parnassa, you must ask, is what I am doing today building a foundation for those who are not yet here? Or am I just gathering wood for a brilliant, beautiful bonfire? A bonfire is a magnificent thing to watch. It lights up the night. Everyone gathers around, mesmerized by the flames. But it consumes what it burns. And in the morning, all that is left is a pile of cold ash. And the forest is a little smaller. This is the choice you face. And to make it clearer, let's talk about the two places you can place your hopes. The first is the casino. The second is the orchard. The casino is a symphony of distraction. Flashing lights, ringing bells, the roar of the crowd when someone hits a lucky number. It runs on adrenaline and hope. You can walk in, lay your money down on a bet that feels right, and for a fleeting moment, you might be a king. But the entire system, every polished table and every free drink, is engineered with a single purpose: to separate you from your money over time. It is a zero-sum game. For you to win, many others must lose. And the house always wins. When you buy a stock not because you understand the business, but because the line is going up fast, you have not entered the world of finance. You have walked through the doors of the casino. You are not an investor. You are a gambler betting on momentum, a flicker of light on a screen. Now, let us imagine the orchard. It begins not with a bang, but with a quiet act of faith. You find a good piece of land. You dig a hole. You take a small, vulnerable sapling, and you plant it in the earth. And then, nothing. For a long, long time, it is the most boring thing in the world. There are no bells, no lights. Your friends who went to the casino might come back with stories of their winnings and laugh at your little stick in the ground. You must water it. You must protect it from the winter frost and the summer heat. You must practice savlanat, that deep, abiding patience. It is an act of trust, of imuna, not in luck, but in the process of growth itself. Then, after years, a single piece of fruit appears. A miracle. The next year, a handful. And soon, you have a strong, sturdy tree. Then you plant another, and another. You are not a gambler. You are a cultivator. You are a partner with the laws of nature and time. Decades later, there is an orchard. It provides shade. It provides sustenance. It is a place of peace. And the beauty of it is that it is not just for you. Your children will eat its fruit. Your grandchildren will play under the shade of the trees you planted. That, my friend, is the essence of building wealth. It is the physical manifestation of l'dor v'dor. I told you before about my cousin Mendel. Let me tell you more about him. He was a good man, truly. He would give you the shirt off his back, but his heart was restless. The money his father, my uncle, had left him wasn't just cash. It was the result of 40 years of standing on his feet, cutting fabric, dealing honestly with every customer. It was a testament to a life of hard work. It was meant to be the foundation for Mendel's own children, a down payment on a house, an education fund. But the noise of the casino was too loud. He heard about a company exploring for treasure at the bottom of the sea. It was a romantic story, a thrilling adventure. The stock price was an explosion. He saw people on television who had mortgaged their homes to buy it. He felt that terrible ache of being left behind. So he took his father's legacy, every last dollar, and he bought the treasure hunting stock. He bought it on a Tuesday at the very peak of its flight. On Wednesday, the company announced they had found nothing, just sand. The stock didn't fall. It vanished. The bonfire burned out. And what was Mendel left with? Not just an empty bank account. He was left with shame. He had to look his own children in the eye, knowing he had gambled away the security his father had so painstakingly built for them. This is a profound violation of one of our most serious commandments, Bal Tashchit. You shall not destroy. This isn't just about not cutting down a fruit tree in a time of war. It means you shall not waste wantonly. You shall not destroy value. And what is a greater destruction than turning a family's foundation into a pile of ash? Now, let us return to our friend Shoshana at the bakery. Her philosophy is the opposite of Mendel's. She practices another Jewish concept, Yishuv Ha'olam, the settling and improvement of the world. She believes her work, her business, should make the world a slightly better, more stable place. Bread does that. It feeds people. It is real. When she has a little extra profit, she doesn't seek out a fantasy. She thinks, what else makes the world run? And so she buys a tiny piece of a company that makes cardboard boxes. Cardboard boxes. Can you imagine anything more boring? But she says, as long as people are making things and sending things, they will need boxes. She buys a piece of a company that insures other small businesses. As long as there are bakeries like mine, she says, they will need protection. Her wealth doesn't come from a rocket ship. It comes from the slow, steady, essential work of the world. Her net worth doesn't double in a week. It compounds, slowly, like interest. Over 30 years, her small, boring investments in boxes and insurance have grown into a forest. Not just an orchard, a forest. Her wealth isn't a source of anxiety. It is a source of peace, of menuchat hanefesh. It is the tool that allows her to be a pillar of the community. When the synagogue roof needs repair, she is there. When a young family needs help, she is there. She can give tzedakah, that righteous giving, with a full and joyful heart. Her wealth is not a bonfire. It is a well, from which her family and her community can draw for generations to come. So the next time you feel that pull, that temptation from the financial casino, I want you to stop, take a breath, and ask yourself the questions that our ancestors have asked for centuries. Is this act contributing to Yishuv Ha'olam, the improvement of the world, or is it just a bet? Is this an act of Bal Tashchit, of destruction, or is it an act of cultivation? And most importantly, is this for me, right now, or is this for Lador Vidor, for the generations I may never even meet? The choice is yours. Choose the orchard, choose the foundation, choose to build a well, not a bonfire. The path is slower, it is more deliberate, it is certainly more boring, but it is the only path that leads to true, lasting wealth, the kind that nurtures a family, builds a community, and honors the chain of generations. Now, I truly want to hear from you. What is the wisest, or perhaps the funniest piece of financial advice you ever received from your parents or grandparents? Share the story in the comments below. I promise you, I read them all. We have so much more to talk about. To continue this important conversation, subscribe to the channel and make sure you turn on the notifications. And please, give this video a like so that others who are tired of the casino can find their way to our quiet corner of the internet. And you better be subscribed, because in our next video we are going to tackle a very controversial idea. Why the entire modern concept of saving money in a bank account might be one of the biggest financial mistakes you can make. It's a lesson straight from the Talmud. You won't want to miss it. Shalom and be well.